Hi, this is Joe Cadreau with your MCC Jayhawks Sports Report. The Lady Jayhawks begin their basketball season Friday, November 16th at 5:15 p.m. here at MCC versus Alpena Community College. The women's volleyball team defeated Hope College this past weekend and wrap up their regular season Tuesday versus Jackson Community College. The men's basketball team begins its season at home November 13th at 7:30 p.m. versus Mott Community College. And the wrestling team opens their season November 3rd in the Eastern Michigan Open. Once again, this is Joe Cadreau with your MCC Jayhawks Sports Report. Hi, this is Joe Cadreau with your MCC Jayhawks Sports Report. The Jayhawks begin their new wrestling season Saturday in the Eastern Michigan Open, and the men's basketball team begins play on Tuesday, November 13th at home versus Mott Community College. While the Lady Jayhawks begin their new season on November 16th in the East-West Classic here at MCC versus Alpena Community College with tip-off at 5:15. And finally, the Lady Jayhawks volleyball team will be in Grand Rapids this weekend as they play in the NJCAA Region 12 tournament at Grand Rapids Community College. Once again, this was Joe Cadreau with your MCC Jayhawks Sports Report. Hi, this is Joe Cadreau with your MCC Jayhawks Sports Report. New men's basketball coach Lee Gilbert hopes to get the Jayhawks off to a fast start when they begin season play on Tuesday, November 13th here at MCC versus Mott Community College with tip-off at 7:30. And women's basketball coach Ron Jenkins hopes to have the Lady Jayhawks off to a quick start as well when they begin their season play in the East-West Classic here at MCC versus Alpena Community College with tip-off at 5:15. And finally, Coach Clark Bentley and the Jayhawk wrestling team hope to continue last year's success when they host the Muskegon Duels here November 9th with the first match at 5:30. Once again, this is Joe Cadreau with your MCC Jayhawks Sports Report. Hi, this is Joe Cadreau with your MCC Jayhawks Sports Report. After a strong performance this past weekend in the Muskegon Duels, the Jayhawk wrestling team travels to Wisconsin to take on Concordia College. And Jayhawk basketball is back. New head coach Lee Gilbert and the Jayhawks lost a close one this past Tuesday in their season opener against Mott Community College, 74-67. But look to bounce back in the East-West Classic this weekend here at MCC with Game 1 tip-off on Friday at 7:30, and Game 2 versus St. Clair on Saturday with that tip-off at 7:30. And the Lady Jayhawks play their first game of the season against Alpena Community College in the East-West Classic here at MCC with tip-off at 5:15, and Game 2 on Saturday versus St. Clair with that tip-off at 5:15. Once again, this is Joe Cadreau with your MCC Jayhawks Sports Report. Hi, this is Joe Cadreau with your MCC Jayhawks Sports Report. The Jayhawk basketball teams are back, and back in a winning way, as both the men's and women's teams posted back-to-back victories this past weekend in the East-West Classic. The Lady Jayhawks easily defeated Alpena Community College in the Friday opener, posting an 88-58 victory. And in the second game on Saturday versus St. Clair, the Lady Jayhawks played their way to a 20-point victory and now hold a record of 2-0. While the men's team pounded Alpena Community College 99-73 in their Friday night game and won a close one on Saturday against St. Clair 75-71, as they now hold a record of 2-1. Both teams play this weekend in the MCC Thanksgiving Tournament, with the Lady Jayhawks matching up against Henry Ford Community College Friday night at 5:15, and the men against Hope College's JV squad with that tip-off at 7:30. Saturday will feature both the tournament's consolation and championship games respectively. Once again, this is Joe Cadreau with your MCC Jayhawks Sports Report. Hi, this is Joe Cadreau with your MCC Jayhawks Sports Report. The Muskegon Community College women's basketball team showed its muscle in a big way this past Friday in the MCC Thanksgiving Basketball Tournament. The Lady Jayhawks dropped 110 points on Henry Ford Community College in their tournament opener for an easy 110-75 win. The scariest part is the Lady Jayhawks could have very well scored 130. The blowout win kept the Jayhawks with a perfect 3-0 record. 7 Jayhawks scored in double figures, led by Lanisha Williams, who poured in 20 points and grabbed 15 rebounds, including 6 offensive boards. Darcel Williams posted a double-double as well, with 11 points and 10 assists. In Saturday's championship game against Mott Community College, the Lady Jayhawks fell behind early in the game 9-4, but quickly regrouped and retook the lead, and eventually took a 33-32 lead into halftime. The Lady Jayhawks got huge contributions from Darcel and Lanisha Williams. The combo from Reese Puffer combined for 51 points, with Darcel leading the way with 26 and Lanisha chipping in with 25. MCC had a 47-45 advantage on the boards, with Lanisha Williams grabbing 17 and Lauren Mawthon adding 14 points and 12 rebounds. The Lady Jayhawks will travel to Oakland Community College on Saturday with that tip-off at 1 p.m. The Muskegon Community College men's basketball team has been on a roll since their opening loss to Mott Community College. Head coach Lee Gilbert has the team playing winning basketball and winning soundly. Andre Evans led the team in scoring on Friday night with a team-high 18 points in the MCC Thanksgiving Tournament opener against Hope College Junior Varsity in front of a packed Bartles Road Gymnasium. The Jayhawks beat the Flying Dutchman 78-69 and advanced to Saturday's championship game against Kirtland Community College. The Jayhawks used a suffocating defense to help shut down Kirtland's high-scoring offense in Saturday's championship game for a 78-67 victory. Anthony Snyder led the Jayhawks with 20 points and 9 rebounds, and DeAndre Brown added 11 points, 6 steals, and 5 assists. The Jayhawks will travel to Oakland Community College this Saturday with tip-off at 3 p.m. Once again, I'm Joe Cadreau with your MCC Jayhawks Sports Report. Hi, this is Joe Cadreau with your MCC Jayhawks Sports Report. With the new year upon us, the women's basketball team continues to tear through its schedule and winning easily. The Lady Jayhawks are currently nationally ranked 19th and undefeated, led by sophomore sensation Darcel Williams. The Lady Jayhawks easily defeated Jackson Community College this past weekend 75-60. The men's basketball team is winning ball games as well, amassing a record of 10-3. The Jayhawks lost a close one this past weekend at Jackson to Jackson Community College 70-65. And the Jayhawk wrestling team prepares for its match on January 19th in Lincoln, Illinois in the Lincoln Duels with the first match at 10 a.m. Once again, this is Joe Cadreau with your MCC Jayhawks Sports Report. Hi, this is Joe Cadreau with your MCC Jayhawks Sports Report. The Lady Jayhawks are now ranked 15th in the nation after suffering their first loss of the season last week, falling to Kellogg Community College 86-80. The Lady Jayhawks now hold an impressive record of 12-1 and look to start another winning streak when they play Encilla at home and travel to Grand Rapids to play GRCC this weekend. The men's team currently holds a winning record of 10-4 as they lost to Kellogg Community College 77-53 last week. The Jayhawks are looking to rebound this week when they play Encilla College at home and then travel to Grand Rapids to play GRCC this weekend. And the Jayhawk wrestling team will be traveling to Lincoln, Illinois this weekend to compete in the Lincoln Duels Wrestling Tournament. This is Joe Cadreau with your MCC Jayhawks Sports Report. Hi, this is Joe Cadreau with your MCC Jayhawks Sports Report. The Lady Jayhawk basketball team is rolling up wins again as they are currently on a 5-game winning streak since suffering their only loss of the season as they beat Lansing Community College last week 61-54 and now hold a record of 18-1 and look to get back into the national rankings with a win this week against Glen Oaks Community College. The men's basketball team is looking to find its early season winning ways as they were easily defeated this past week by Lansing Community College 85-67 and look to rebound this week against Glen Oaks Community College as well. And the MCC wrestling team is coming off an impressive sweep this past weekend in Crawfordsville, Indiana, defeating Mount St. Joseph's 34-10, Manchester College 30-12, Tri-State University 34-13, and beating Indianapolis University 25-18 to wrap up the sweep. Hi, I'm Joe Cadreau with your MCC Jayhawks Sports Report. The men's basketball team is back on the winning track after posting back-to-back wins last week over Glen Oaks Community College and Jackson Community College. The Jayhawks now have a record of 13-8 and look to continue winning when they face Kellogg Community College this week in Battle Creek. The Lady Jayhawks are on a 7-game winning streak since suffering their only loss of the season on January 9th. The Lady Jayhawks have been winning by an average margin of 10.5 points per game and now have an amazing record of 19-1 and look to recapture their national ranking with a win this week over Kellogg Community College. Once again, I'm Joe Cadreau with your MCC Jayhawks Sports Report. Hi, I'm Joe Cadreau with your MCC Jayhawks Sports Report. The Lady Jayhawks earned a 62-60 overtime victory win over Encilla College early this week in Donaldson, Indiana. The Lady Jayhawks improved to 19-2 and are ranked number 18 in the NJCAA Division II rankings and look to continue their winning streak when they host Grand Rapids Community College this weekend. The men's basketball team is stuck in a 2-game losing skid as they were pounded by Encilla College 109-86 earlier this week and look to rebound this weekend when they host Grand Rapids Community College. And the MCC wrestling team continues to dominate as the Jayhawks made a statement this past weekend with a successful showing at the Central District Region 4 tournament at Triton College in River Grove, Illinois. 8 of the 10 Jayhawks qualified for the NJCAA National Championship scheduled for February 21st through February 23rd in Rochester, Minnesota. Once again, this was Joe Cadreau with your MCC Jayhawks Sports Report. Hi, I'm Joe Cadreau with your MCC Jayhawks Sports Report. The Jayhawk wrestling team, sending 8 wrestlers to the National Junior College Athletic Association's national tournament, will travel to Rochester, Minnesota this weekend in hopes of bringing home some gold. The men's basketball team, suffering a 3-game losing streak, will travel to Kalamazoo during the week to take on Kalamazoo Valley Community College in hopes of starting a winning streak, and will host Lake Michigan College this weekend. The Lady Jayhawks, who are currently ranked 18th nationally and have an amazing record of 21-2, continue to dominate their opponents as they easily pounded GRCC last weekend 73-53, and look to continue winning this week when they play Kalamazoo Valley Community College in Kalamazoo and then host Lake Michigan College this weekend. Once again, I'm Joe Cadreau with your MCC Jayhawks Sports Report. Hi, I'm Joe Cadreau with your MCC Jayhawks Sports Report. The Lady Jayhawks are your NJCAA Region 7 champions and will travel to Peoria, Illinois this week in hopes of capturing a national title. The Lady Jayhawks currently hold an impressive record of 23-2. They are ranked 17th of the nation and captured MCC's first basketball regional championship since 1990 and 1991. Head coach Ron Jenkins was named Coach of the Year, and sophomore sensation Darcel Williams was named the tournament MVP for her stellar play in the regionals. The MCC baseball team began play this past week with an unsuccessful trip to Texas, but look to start a winning streak this week when they play Owens Community College and Sinclair Community College, and the Jayhawk golf team will begin its season play on April 3rd. Once again, I'm Joe Cadreau with your MCC Jayhawks Sports Report.